exactly the same. He got out side control. I sprawled out on him, spun to his back. Everything is perfect. You should have seen it. Okay. So first one we went here. I got a lot of hip pressure to pop my hips to lever him up. Okay. But I got to be careful with that because if he keeps his legs glued to his chest when I try those explosive ones, right? He keeps his legs glued. Now we end up in a scramble. Right? And I got to try to ride that out. That's the nice thing about those back takes is as long as I remain in this position, wherever I end up, there's still nowhere to get hooks in. Does that make sense? So instead, we're going to move a little bit slower. All right? Break him down a little bit more, and then look for an opening. So instead of trying to lever him up onto his side, I'm going to take my back knee, and I'm going to wedge it right at an angle to his knee here, or to his shin. So I make it a cross with our legs. Make sense? I'm going to make that cross, and then I'm going to pull my bottom elbow, the one that's not dived way in there. I'm going to pull it back towards my hips as I circle towards his head to break his hips down into more of a seated position. Okay? So I've still got my seatbelt. I'm kneeling behind him. Right? My legs are ready to go either way because I don't want him to drive back into me and trap my feet. Right? So if he tries to drive back into me, I'm ready to attack him. And what I'm looking for is exactly what he did. See that hand on the ground? I'm looking to step over that hand, preferably on the overhook side. So I switch my hips, and I hook that arm. So not only do I have control of that body, I took away one of his weapons. And now I've got two arms to choke him, he's only got one to defend. Make sense?
Let's see that again, please.
Absolutely. That's okay. I'm at my over-under here. I'm going to switch my legs. I'll use my back leg if I have to, but I prefer to get my front leg in the way to break his hips down. Because then I can really step my hips back. I'm looking for that hand, whatever side I have the overhook on. I'm going to windshield wiper my legs, step over, and fall to that hip, pulling him on top of me. My chest is still glued to his back. My head is still right next to his. I can't be letting a lot of space here. You see? Now he's going to be able to exactly slip his head out, and now I lost my position. So as I sit there, I got to keep him nice and tight. All right? My chest on his back, my cheek right next to his, right on top of his shoulder, cheek to cheek. Make sense? You can see it or you? Okay. Good? All right, 1, 2, 3.